Ooh, welcome back everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the dirt street stocks here at I-55. I've rarely ran a race here yet. Like I ran one in the limiteds when it first came out. I really haven't ran much of this track since then, really. So didn't run a super fast practice lap, but my last practice before this I ran like a low 9, so I know I can get that quick. First lap, I'm just gonna take around the outside, try to generate as much speed as we can, just because it will benefit our second lap a ton if we can get a lot of speed off turn 3 and 4. So hopefully I can do that and then just not screw up our second lap too bad, because we're gonna be running along the bottom for our fast lap.
15.3.
Ran a little high in the slick, but got the grip line. And then run down here, try to get as much grip as we can off of the corners, keep the car straight. Hopefully it's in the 9s. Don't know if it will be. 963, I'll take it. That's what I was hoping for. Just get as much speed as you can for that second lap and just bank it all on one lap. Because if you don't get the run coming off 4 off your first lap, you're going to not be super fast for the second one. So might have been a lot of guys here.
We've been driving down the road.
Might have been a lot of guys here that were super fast and they screwed up qualifying because of that. I don't know. So far we're starting third. We'll have 2 heats and we're going to have a consolation race as well, because there's 19 people here. So we'll have a consolation race. Almost everybody is qualified, but I'll bring you guys back and get ready to go green in the heat races. All right, we stayed in third, so we'll be in second for heat number 1 here. Hopefully we can run pretty well in our heat race. 16 car had a great qualifying time, 9:14. I think my fastest time has been like a 9:09 or something like that on a little bit tackier of a track and not as slick at the bottom. But the further you go up, you don't really get much faster, if at all, really. I don't know what it is about this track. I haven't ran it much, so I'm happy it's not like just a top lane dominant track in these cars. At least should be a pretty fun feature race, because this track's gonna get very worn out from bottom to top for the most part from all the heat and consolation race. Hopefully we can have a pretty good one here. If we could finish top 3 in the feature, that'd be awesome. That's where we qualified at least. And we are car number 2 here out of 19 cars. Only split as well, so that's kind of scary. You don't know how many cautions there's going to be, what kind of skill level there is in the race. Could be anything. So hopefully the feature goes quite smooth. That'd be nice. I'm waiting on everybody to join up, because we got 1, 2, 3. We don't have 5. And how many are in ours? Yeah, we're just waiting on 5th place. I have to sneeze real quick. Okay, it went away. I hate that. I felt like I was about to sneeze and then it went away. That's the worst feeling in the world. Still waiting on 5th place. Jesus Christ. Just join up. We just ran qualifying. Like, you're there. Just get in the car. We'll be fine. But if you guys have ran this track and you enjoy it or anything, just let me know what your thoughts are on this track. I haven't ran it much yet. Like I said, I've only ran it in like the limiteds. I might have ran a race in the 358s like a couple months ago. I'm not 100% sure though. I remember doing some practice, and there he is finally. I remember doing practice and I like flipped up, went over the wall, and then out through the catch fence, because the catch fence really doesn't hold you in. So hopefully we don't flip ourselves over the wall here today in these cars, which I don't know if we'll be running that high at all anyways. It seems like the bottom is pretty fast for the most part. Even running a little bit through the slick isn't too bad. I feel like everybody's gonna be fighting for down there. You can make a little bit of a pass on the top if you kind of pinch them down and you get the grip line and you keep them in the slick. You might be able to get by them. But we'll have to experiment in the race, see how it goes.
I want to go.
I think I'm gonna do a restart in 3rd gear. 4th gear just doesn't get up and go very much, but you're gonna get up and probably shift pretty quick anyways. Honestly, don't know where pit entrance is, so I don't know where Pace Truck's about to pull in.
Yes, sir. Pace goes off.
Had a decent start, so at least we'll be able to run the line we want into turn 1.
I'm thinking we're gonna want to stay out here, but only
And 3rd place checked up to not run us over at least, so that's nice. Let's see if we can try to win this heat race. That'd be awesome. Because if we could start on pole for the feature, that would be huge.
Stay on it. Outside.
I'll give him the outside if he wants it. I'm gonna keep running down here.
Outside.
From my last practice, it seemed like you can make the bottom work if you run it right. I'm just not running it very well. Getting too sideways. Coming off the exit. I think 16's doing a really good job of it, staying like just outside of that slick line.
15.2.
Oh, I got two sideways. That's my bad. I got two sideways there. My bad, I got two sideways.
Come on, man.
We have a slow one about 4 in front on the bottom.
Tried to go just outside the slick and I was kind of too much in it
4.
and just got way sideways on the 3 cars. Bad. My bad completely. 3 and 4 slick line isn't as thick through the corner.
15.186.
1 and 2, there's like grip in the middle of the slick going on entrance.
Inside. You're clear.
Having to brake a little bit to not run straight in the back of the 3 car here.
2 to go. 15.093.
But I feel like we can get some really good close racing like this.
Clear.
Try to run the bottom down here. Wasn't going to try to throw a slider because he was not going to run too much higher than us. I didn't want to just slam him out the way or anything.
3, 6, 7.
You can definitely throw a slider if somebody's running pretty high. Alright, so we'll be starting 5th for the feature. That's not too bad. We only lost 1 spot there, 1 row. Good running. I think this feature race will be a lot of fun once this track gets super worn out. I hope it gets a lot more worn out than it is. And it makes that slick really hard to run through. Waiting on everybody to pass the start finish. We're all good.
All right, girls, let's win some dirt.
Top 6, I believe, advance. Yeah, top 6 advance to the feature. So 7 through 10 will go to the consolation. Same thing will happen here. So 7 through 9 will go to the consolation in our race. But I want to go back to where I got 2 sideways on the 3 car. Where was it? It was like as soon as I went outside first time. I just completely screwed it up. Right there. Like, he was right on our ass the whole time. I just went in the slick and got way too sideways, and that was completely my bad. Luckily, neither of us lost it completely. They're wrecking behind us. That's what they were talking about, so. On to heat number 2. Watch these guys, see how they run. Hopefully it's a pretty clean race overall. Because our race was fairly clean, it seemed like, besides the 17 getting spun behind us when we got 2 sideways in the
You may
slick.
not believe it, but I can run like the wind blows.
Hopefully, we can have a pretty quick heat race here. It's only 8 laps, no cautions in the heats for this one. Unlike the sprint car tour we run, those have cautions in the heats and everything like that. And then there's no caution in the consolation race also. But I believe 3 people will be going home. I believe that the feature will hold 16 only. So, at least we transferred on. We're fine with that. 4 car can go whenever.
Green flag.
4 car got a huge jump there. Watch back here, 2nd on back. See how good of a battle these guys can have back here, side by side. 2 rows deep, 3 rows deep. You can get some real close racing, it looks like. 8 car has a little bit of an advantage on the outside. Kind of slides up through 1 and 2 right there. 4 car is loving this in his mirror. 5 car is nowhere to go. He's just kind of stuck down there. That's going to be rough for us in the feature, though. We might lose some spots to start the feature just because we'll be stuck on the bottom. So hopefully we can get a good start and get through the field a little bit. But everything else is single file restarts in this series. They're already on lap 4. Good battle for 2nd here between the 6 and the 8s. 8 gets so sideways off of turn 2 there. 6 trying to slide up a little bit. He's blinking. That's terrifying. 8 still has momentum off the outside. You can get some good close racing, it looks like. Maybe going through the slick slightly to enter the corner and sliding up, catching that grip to get like a good launch off the corner might be the way to go. 4 cars just absolutely gone, running so smooth up there. Battle for 3rd now. We'll lap down 6. 6 car is coming back on the outside. 8 car is starting to go low. If you can get a good cut down, you might be fast. 6 car gets to the outside now. 9 car is throwing it in on the 5, which they're advancing at the moment. So they just need to not do anything stupid. Oh, 8 car sliding up in front of the 6. That's super tight. Lap 7 going into the final lap right here. Good battle for second. The 6 car goes so wide, that's gonna lose that battle for him, I think. I don't think he's gonna be able to catch up to the 8 here for this final corner. You just don't generate enough momentum on the outside. It's just so much wider. So the 8, 6, 5, the 14, and the 6 car, or the 9, my bad. 9 car advances to the feature race. And now we have a consolation race where there are only 7 guys racing. I think one of them's not here. So really only got 6 for 4 spots. So I'm going to skip this for you guys because it's probably going to be a pretty boring race. 10 laps. Hopefully they just wear out the track a little bit more and we can have a pretty fun feature race. Alright, consolation is over. We're starting back in 5th. Track's definitely getting a little bit wider now. Seems interesting. The guy that won the consolation kind of ran a little bit lower of a line, not like straight down inside the slick, but kind of just at the very bottom of it. And then most other guys were running like middle or top of the slick, not above it really. So should be fun. Feel like we can get a pretty good race out of this one. Starting on the bottom is going to be rough though, like I was saying earlier. We'll see how it pans out for us. Hopefully we can stay in this top 5.
Back, man. I'm hoping for just, you know, get through a couple wrecks and get up there in the top 10.
Hopefully we can finish in this top 5, maybe get to the top 3.
Somebody wrecked here, man. Shut the whole track down. Like a Dover.
Oh, imagine. Like my ARCA race at South Boston was ridiculous. People wrecked and it just wadded up half the field. It was ridiculous. There's 2 separate wrecks that happened with. It was nuts. And somehow we got by both of them, just barely scraping through the wreck in the wall. It was nuts. Got 1 lap to go here. 16 cars on pole. He ran a great qualifying time and had a pretty good heat race. He didn't have to worry about anybody racing him really. Same with the 4 car.
Good. It's coming on in about 20 minutes.
I am running this on Saturday, right before the Xfinity race, I guess. I didn't even realize like what time that's running.
Man, this thing gets boring. We're in a good spot. We got a beer stand and a pizza stand right behind the pit box. Pace car's off. Be ready.
Tried to get a good jump, somewhat. Got to the inside of the 8 car up there. We could keep up some speed down here. Oh god, we're 3 wide. How the hell? 6 car like had a great 1 and 2.
Outside.
Try not to get tight off the corner to give everybody room up there.
17.72.
I'm hitting the gas way too much in the slick. I need to get to the outside desperately. That's what I figured was going to happen at the start of this race.
Right outside. 1 outside.
We keep getting 2, 3 wide outside, like off every corner right now.
15.588.
Shocked there hasn't been a wreck with the racing. Like how crazy everybody's been so far. You just have no speed on the bottom. Holy shit, it's so slow down here.
15.7.
Good race up front for the lead. The 4 cars have just been on the outside, and the 16 car been running that middle to bottom. Okay, we need to jump outside. Try to get out here.
5.77.
And let's see if we can gain some of these spots back. Damn, we lost freaking 3 spots there. It felt like a million. It is so dusty back here. The night race here, it's hard to tell like where the grip and where the slick is. They look pretty identical until you're like right on top of it. 4 cars got the lead. He's running like just on the edge of the slick where his right rear is off of it, it seems like. He might go in the corner in it and kind of slide up off. Better than I am, because I'm not doing a great job of it right now. I'm just trying to focus on my line, not get too sideways, because it's hard to see the lines. Everybody getting in the corner, it's just dusty back here. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, geez.
Well, I'm glad I got past the fucking finish line before that caution. Oh god, they're still crashing.
Yeah, they were backwards right there. That sucks for the 16 car. They're still wrecking up
I
here.
got lucky. Real lucky.
Don't know where we're gonna be lining up.
Thanks, 9. I didn't know we were playing bumper cars. If I would have known, I would have hit you earlier.
Pit road is open.
Because the 3 and the 16
You're
got
the one that drove
together.
into me.
Are we in front of the 1 car? No, we're
I
behind
have
the 1 car.
6X right now because you ran into me while I was running the bottom because you got
Yikes.
slick at the top, and then this caution was your fault because you got slick
How
at the
is?
top.
I don't think the caution was
How is it
necessarily
not
for
you?
them. I think it might have been for the 16 and 3 that happened up front.
The old blame game.
I think we gained 1 spot out of that wreck from the 16. I think that's the only spot we actually gained, so we might be in 7th now.
Go back and check the replay, bud. I was in front of you.
Okay, where's the 16 car going?
You were behind me.
Oh, 16's going to wreck somebody.
Okay.
Yikes, I can't see anything. I want to see what's going to happen.
1 to go.
Because the 16, it said let the 16, or pass the 16 car. Jesus, 1 car, what are you doing?
I got tapped almost nothing.
But the 16 needs to be like towards the back of the field right now, so him being up here is going to cause...
Well, let's just calm it
Chaos?
down and get
Okay.
running, guys.
But you can start working
Jesus,
on
why are you
green
like
light.
hitting the gas and nailing the brakes, guys?
Okay,
Okay, and that's a janky ass start.
Back and do it again.
green flag.
I don't know who the white car is. The 8 car? He was like so far off the guys in front of him. The 1 car would like gas it up and then nail the brakes, and I was just trying to keep with the back of him to not be too far off, and then we ended up too far off because everybody's trying to catch up right there going into 3, and then the leaders are going because single file.
15.5.
Okay, let's just see if we can
I got loose.
get some speed here somehow. Try not to gas it up too much going into these corners and try to keep the car straight. I want to try to go in like middle, slide up a little bit on exit, try to get grip coming off the corners. See if we could do that. And try to catch these 2 guys that are fighting side by side.
15.416.
I just don't have too much experience on this track, so I'm not running great. Because just knowing what starts to dominate a track later on really helps, but I'm not running well at all.
Sorry, 17. I thought I was going to do a good enough run.
2nd and 3rd are like running right along the wall.
Good.
I'm gonna see if that has anything at this point. Okay, let's not hit the wall though. We got close. Feels like it's got some speed.
Appreciate that 2X there, Angry.
3, 6, 9.
Oh yeah,
How'd
I
you
had
do
like
that,
a
Bill?
10th and a half, 2 tenths on my last lap.
You're alright, it's racing, bud.
Okay, so this track does become pretty top fast towards the end of it. I didn't get there in my last practice before the race, so I wasn't sure. Oh god, we're in the wall.
Yeah, it's all fun.
We only got a 2x out of this whole race so far. It's not too bad. Oh, everybody's migrating to the top now. It's gonna be hard to make a pass, but you could probably throw some sliders in. With that being the case,
5, 4.
leaders throwing sliders and crossovers now up there. 1 car's still running kind of low, so hopefully we can get to his outside and try to get by. He's actually running quite well down there.
15.5.
Damn it. Get off the wall. We have a good gap behind us, which is nice. We've kind of caught the tail end of the top 6. It's just so damn dusty going in these corners back here. It's crazy.
17.
Good racing up front, though. Ooh, 1 car trying to shut the door on the 8 there. Try to see if we can get some speed like the 1 car down here. I don't know how the hell he's making this work.
15.4.
Really impressive, though. 8 car trying to get a good cut down off the corner. He's gonna go low. All right, I'm gonna go back up top. Get to his outside.
15.815.
Okay, I guess somebody runs a lot of dirt laps, I guess. I don't know. Weird flex, but okay. We got up to 6. Don't know what happened to the 8 car. He just completely slowed up off of one of these corners trying to run the bottom. Maybe he got sideways or something. 2nd and 3rd are on top of each other again.
5 to go.
The 1 car is making that bottom work. He is very fast down there.
Hell of a good race, guys.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't end with a caution. There's a slow one on the bottom. There's going to be a caution.
15.6.
Oh, I'm all up in the wall. Get off the wall, you idiot. The 1 car is just making that bottom work, and he's bringing guys down there with him once he passes them, and they're not running it as well, and I think that's giving us an opportunity to try to make some passes too, which is great.
15.56.
Damn it.
Oh, a little right
For some
side
reason,
roll,
in 1 and 2, it's a lot thinner up top and
Oh,
harder to
myself a
run.
new qualifying.
Okay, that was a terrible 3 and 4 though.
Go.
2 more laps. Gonna keep hitting the wall in 1 and 2. Get off the wall. I hate hitting the wall like that. It's annoying to me. I try to stay off it the best I can. Oh, the 5 and the 1. White flag. Maybe we'll get a top 5 out of this. The 5 and the 1 are hitting each other.
Inside.
The 1 and the 5
17.
hitting each other. Not gonna be able to get by them by the line.
Too wide outside.
Where did we finish? We still finished 6th, but had a real close finish there, about 3 wide.
That's 4.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Who ended up winning it? 3-car won it. Nice. Good win by him. He was super fast there. I want to see this last lap because they were about hitting each other. They were about hitting each other down there. I tried to cross them both back over, had a lot of speed, just could not make that work. The one was trying to put the 5 in the wall, and then he was not happy with him afterwards. 5 and the 1 were not happy with each other. Well, the 1 wasn't happy with the 5, which understandable. The 1 car got by the 5 clean, and then I think the 5 threw it in. That was a 16 car, I believe. Yeah, the 5 threw it in, caught the back end of him really hard. So the 1 pushes him down, 5 pushes him back up. I get to the outside of the 1. I thought we were gonna get squeezed in the wall. Super tight racing. And then I thought the 1 was just gonna slam the 5 up. He gave him a good bump and a good shot. I was hoping he was gonna put him in the wall, but good racing. I want to go back to that first caution, or really the only caution, because it was with the 16, who ended up finishing pretty far in the field. He finished 13th down. That sucks. 3 car goes low. 16 gets a little sideways from the bump. But what happened for the wreck? He threw a slider. He threw a fine slider. That's on the 16. 16 didn't cross him back over well enough at all. Like, I see nothing wrong with what the 3 did. 3 car got in, threw a slider, was very clean, and then the 16 just didn't cross back down. Okay. That's funny. The 16 just didn't cross back down. Like, the 3 car threw the slider and was still in his same motion and being the same sideways. So I see nothing wrong with the 3 did, and he ended up winning. It's a good win. %100% on the 16. Like, no doubt about it to me.
Watch the bloody slider, and he drives into me.
Yeah, I saw nothing wrong with what you did. He just didn't cross you back over right.
Yeah, I cleared him. He just, when he come under me, he just drove.
And that was the only wreck of the race.
Going right under. What a fucking suck.
And then something happened with the 9 and the 18 back here, I believe. And I think they thought this was the caution.
Well, 18, the first accident was on you.
Let's see what happens. 9 cars running the tops, 18's just running right in the middle. Kind of a racing deal, in my opinion.
On whose?
9 cars pulling down, 18 straightens out at the wrong time. That's more of a racing deal in my opinion. Like, you guys are both just going for the same spot on the track. Because, like, he was getting sideways, coming down the track to get a good run, and the 18's coming up off the track. I think he expected him to run the outside
one was
more.
on you, 18 as well.
I don't know
Go
what the
back and look
second
at my,
one
lap
was.
7. Watch him come up the track and turn me.
Alright, so wrong person. He said my lap 7, but I clicked on the 7. I think this was that caution. I think that was kind of a racing deal. Like, you were coming down off the exit and he was kind of pulling up. I don't think you guys expected each other to be there. I think that's more of a racing deal in my opinion.
I mean, I was holding my line. I mean, I was just getting a run off the corner, and he threw it in there too damn hard, and he wasn't turning. You could see his wheels turning left.
Yeah, his car got tight at a bad time. You were coming off the wall to get a run, and I don't think he expected you to come that low. Just, it's a racing deal in my opinion.
Yeah, and then he just decides he wants to blame me.
I try to. Yeah, everybody will blame each other. Everybody will blame each other. That's what happens. Let's see some of the incidents through the rest of this race. Probably just gonna be a bunch of beating and banging for the most part. Somehow we barely scraped by the 16 there when he got spun. They get together a little bit. The 16 was not happy with the 3, but I really don't understand why. Like, that was all in the 16. I try to see things from like a clear perspective. Even if I'm in the wreck, I'll look at it from like a whole perspective and then give my opinion on it. I don't try to be biased one way or the other because I don't know anybody in this race anyways. I just call it how I see it. Yeah, people slamming the wall. This is real late in the race when everybody migrated to the top, so there's gonna be just a bunch of wall hitting for the most part. Yeah, everybody just throwing it into these corners, smacking the wall. 5 and the 1 got together a little bit there at the end, which we already saw. These guys were racing hard in the last lap, trying to get anything they could out of it. I think this was off the last corner. 8 car gonna get in the wall again. Yeah, and then the 1 and the 5 wreck off after the race, but we somehow finished 6th. I'll take that after the start. We had a terrible start, so I'm happy we were able to gain a few spots there towards the end and get up to 6th. Almost got up to a top 4, really, because if they would end up wrecking each other off turn 4, that would have been awesome for us. But we finished 6th. Probably gonna maybe lose the slightest bit of I rating because we were car 2, finishing 6th out of 16 in the feature, 19 in the whole race. But really, I think they just go off the feature, how many people are in it. So we're probably gonna lose some I rating, but that's okay. Had a pretty fun race, and just getting some laps in on this track and trying to get better everywhere we can. All right, results in strength of field is just over 1800. Not a super high strength of field by any means, but 3 car ran the fastest lap of the race, led 11 laps. 4 car led 13. Pretty good race for the most part. I thought it might have been more caution fest of a race with completely different I ratings and everything, but the 18 was in the 400s. What was the 19? Because I know there was a 19 in here. 300, just under 400. That's crazy. I don't know how you get that low, but that's nuts to me. But we finished 6th. Car number 2 lost 25. Kind of expected that in a way. Lost a little bit of safety as well, getting 2 incidents. That's unfortunate. A lot of people got a lot of incidents. Only one guy had none in the 15 car, and he still finished really far in the back. He probably must have just been off the pace a little bit. But that was a fun race. I-55 is a very tight track, and tonight, you guys will see this a couple days after, but tonight is the SRX, which is running here as well, so that'll be a lot of fun to watch. Let me know what you guys thought of that race, but I'm excited to watch that. Hopefully, they can have some pretty good racing, and there won't be a huge wreck like there was in this one up front, because that was kind of funny, and it's just funny how the 16 thought it was on somebody else, but maybe that's why he's a 16 car and under 1200, almost 1100 I rating, so you gotta cross them back over and go far enough down and not just run through their left side and then wreck yourself. So that's my opinion, at least. But luckily the 3 car ended up winning it. After all that, for him, he was very fast, found that outside line real early and was flying and got by the 4 car. 4 car threw a slider on him, and then the 3 car got it right back for the good crossover. And then the 6 car ended up getting around the 4 car somehow. I didn't see that. I was too busy watching the 1 and the 5 right in front of me, beating and banging. So wish we would have gained a couple more spots there at the end. That would have been awesome, but did the best we could. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the racing. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next race.